Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for September 9th, 10th, and 11th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, because this is the weekend, I am going to use my Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards, my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. I will pull a card from my Angels of Abundance with Doreen and Grant Virtue. And I will also pull one from my Emily Anderson crystal deck. Now, for the overview, and remember, this is just the introduction if you're new here. Basically, down in the description, I have the timestamp where you can jump to your regular readings, but I do ask if you would watch the introduction at least one time, okay? But this is going to be the introduction that's tagged on to all of the videos. So you'll see this over and over again if you don't jump. Okay, so for the introduction, I will do a reading with my Waite Rider traditional and my Colette Baron read the Good Tarot. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. Remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. I'm an intuitive channeler. That means I open myself up to higher power, Holy Spirit, God, whoever that is you want to call, and I just ask for the guidance, and I ask for the words, and I ask for blessings for you, for me, and that the words be true and that they resonate with someone out there. Anyway, let's see what we've got going on with just the planetary movements. I do have this posted on my website, so you may want to look at that if you want to just kind of glance to see. Right now, because we do have Mercury going retrograde on the 10th. So as of the 10th, we will have 6 planets retrograde. Actually, the 9th, 10th. And that's going to be Jupiter, which is in Aries, Mercury, which is in Libra. Right now, we have Neptune in Pisces, Pluto in Capricorn, Saturn in Aquarius, and Uranus in Taurus. So we've got a lot of interesting energy. And Mercury goes retrograde really the evening of the 9th at 11:35 p.m., and that would be Eastern Standard Time. So 2 planets are direct right now. Mars, which is in Gemini, and it's going to be there for like 8-9 months, I think. And then we now have Venus in Virgo. So that, but those 2 are going direct. A lot of retrograde energy, and retrograde energy means a lot of digging up of the past, digging up of the present, and also a little bit of laying new foundations for the future. So what's going on the 10th? Let's go here. The 10th, again, Mercury is retrograde now, 8 degrees Libra. There is a full moon in Pisces, and that's at 17 degrees. Now, this is a really strong wishing moon. Pisces is your deepest desires, your deepest hidden wants. Now, you also need to know that the full moon is conjunct with Neptune, which is also in Pisces. Dreams, again, deep energies there. Remember, Neptune is retrograde, so really digging up maybe some old memories and old wants and thoughts. Now, the full moon is squaring Mars in Gemini. Now, squaring puts a little pressure. There's some pressure put on the full moon. Mars in Gemini. Mars is the god of war. Gemini is the twins, and very much very intellectual, very thought-provoking type of energy. And it's really putting some pressure on that full moon to deliver. And then on the 11th, we have the sun, which is in Virgo, trining, which is, again, a very positive energy with Uranus. And that is the, expect the unexpected, which is now retrograde in Taurus. So the 10th and the 11th have some really strange energies, very positive energies. Uranus and Mars is really making things maybe a little more unexpected. So you might, and Mars in Gemini is really pushing for things to be done. So interesting stuff with that. I did post the Schumann resonance for today. I don't post it unless I'm seeing something a little bit on the odd side, or unless it's in that really white zone. And this one today was in the odd zone. Okay, I don't know, does this break or something? It was just very odd energies going on. So take a look at that. Let me know what you think about it. So let's go on for this weekend. So that we do have the strong full moon with, Neptune being, what did I say it was, conjunct with Neptune? Anyway, with Neptune, which is in Pisces, it is a really strong wishing moon. So again, remember, the moon to me is not, I do not worship the moon, but I do look at it as a divine creation, and it does affect the earth. The moon cycles does affect the moon, does affect the earth. So it is one that, it's one of those times to release what's holding you back, relinquish what you don't need anymore, and request the good stuff. Okay? So release, relinquish, and request. You can start that like 3 days before, 3 days after. But it is a very strong, it is about wishes, it is about dreams, it is about wanting more in our lives. And that's always a good thing, especially everybody that's watching, you are light workers, you are stargazers, you are star seeds. So you wouldn't be here except that there's something calling you here. So interesting weekend energy that, and it's interesting even that, September, except that those planets are, there's pressure put on those planets that are retrograde, the planets are putting pressure on us, with the retrograde energy. It's almost like, I don't know, is there a game being set up? It just feels like there's an anticipation, there's a watchfulness, there's a wanting, and it just feels like there's a readiness being made. Okay. I did take the weekend off for answering comments, but, because I was kind of on the computer light, okay? I really wasn't on the computer every day, and that's where I answer my comments, but I was watching on my phone. It's just that it's not easy to answer you the way I want to answer you. So thank you for all those comments. I really enjoyed them, and I really appreciate all the support you give me with that. Okay, let's go on now. Let's see what we've got here. Remember, anything reversed to me has a really strong, like, hey, let's pay a little more attention to this. Not that we don't pay attention to the others. It's just this was kind of like I really want you to notice and take note of this message. Okay, let's see what higher power, God, Holy Spirit, wants to say. And again, you don't have to have the belief system that I do. Take what I say and just adapt it to your own language, okay? I do believe we were all placed in certain spots in order to keep people's vibrations very high. Right, so here we go. 1, 2, and 3. 3 cards. All of them are face down. Let's see, I should move this down just a touch. Here we go. Let's see what we have here. First card. This one's been coming up a lot, hasn't it? In the overview, in the what's going on in the universe. So we have that 4 of Pentacles. 4, again, stability, leadership, organization. We have the King holding his money closely, almost cherishing his money. There is the Pentacle, because Pentacles is earth energy, money energy, tangible energy. This is our Capricorn and our Taurus and our Virgo. Now, we are in Virgo season, but Virgo doesn't have a lot of planetary action except that it's got the sun in it right now. But, Uranus and Capricorn are, in that retrograde energy. So there is a lot of really holding your money dear, cherishing it in some ways, not necessarily putting it first for everything, but it is, guarding your money. There is a guarding energy right here. Thinking about money, there is money that's in that crown energy, but it is also crown. And remember, when we talk about chakras, the seventh chakra, from going from the bottom to the top, is the crown chakra. Now, so there's one thought that we can go with this, is that we're going to be thinking about money. It's going to be really kind of, very much in our minds, in our thoughts. But the other that I like to think, especially with the crown, is that crown chakra, and that there is a higher power that will be providing what it is we need. I have had many times in my life, I've gone through many ups and downs in financial cycles, and I know that it wasn't due to my wisdom at all, but I have been provided for. And then also we have the Pentacles under the feet. Now, I do find it interesting that, I don't know, is he wearing socks or is he wearing half boots? Let's say he's wearing half boots. But again, he's standing firm on his money. Or he's not standing, he's sitting. He's sitting, but the money again is underneath his feet. We have, I'm not quite sure where I'm going with that one just yet, but we have the city on the one side that has, has the colors in it. We have the city on the other that has the gray in it. Not sure where we're at with that either. So let's go on and we'll see. There is something about this, and I love to hear what you think about this. What you're thinking about this King of Pentacles, and he has been coming up. Not every overview reading, but he has been coming up a lot in our readings. So guarding money, thinking of money, protecting our money maybe even. But again, the crown, the fact that he has a crown, I am thinking that, we have to trust. We have to trust higher power to provide for us. Here we go. Next card is, we have that Two of Cups. Now, not so much with this card, but cup energy is our water energy. So that's our Pisces. We've got that full moon in Pisces right now. Scorpio, we have the South Node in Scorpio. So that's an interesting that's another type of video that I've not made. So there's a lot of past energy with Scorpio. It is Cancer energy. And that is fluid, it is romantic, very spiritual, very the feels, the good feels, the bad feels, the happy feels, the sad feels, okay? So it is, the cups, this is a two. Two has choices, decisions, and it's also coming together energy here. And this one is generally the one that says, that people, you are coming together. You are joining together. You are sharing in something that is very spiritual and very major too. So here we go here. We have the cups. The cups are something that holds your fluids. We have the flowers around the man, and we have the olive leaves or the laurel around the woman. So there could be some, and then we have this, is that a griffin? I'm not very sure about that, but there is something that's very magical and mystical. Is that our sign for medicine? Not quite sure about that either. But there is a connection here. There is something about joining together and, keeping spirits light, but keeping spirits very, very, very loved. Okay, community. But could also be, if this was a individual reading, it could be twin flame, it could be soulmate energy too. Here we go. Our next card is, now we come to that Queen of Pentacles. Now the Queen, all of the court cards, and I like that I can say it now because I won't say it in the individual readings. All of the court cards have dual energies. The pages, underlying energy is Pentacles. Pentacles is earth energy, like I said. It is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, money, job, career. The Knight's underlying energy is fire or rod energy, and that is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Remember, Jupiter is still in Aries. Passionate, burning, very determined energy. Now we come to the Queen. Underlying energy is that water again. Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Pisces is that full moon right now. Fluid, emotional, spiritual energy too. And then we come to the King, whose underlying, and that would be the King of Swords, whose underlying energy is air, which would be Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. And Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra all have stuff going on. So does the earth energy too. Water has a little bit of going on, and fire energy only has, which is still quite big, the Jupiter in Aries going on here too. So the Queen, underlying is that water energy, but it's also overlying is that pentacle energy, that earth energy. The Queen wants to make sure that she is taken care of, but also that her people are taken care of. And she doesn't necessarily want to take care of them in just meager ways. She wants to make sure that their needs are such that they're not going to, want more, that they'll be satisfied. So the Queen of Pentacles The earth energy here, she's a very loving energy. She's a very providing energy. She is a very much, a queen that wants to just make sure that there's no, that the people aren't wanting. Okay, so we've got some interesting money energy going on here, but then we have that water energy going on too. So there is something about, making sure that our physical needs are being met, but at the same time, our spiritual needs are being met too. So it's an interesting weekend. It's an interesting dynamic for this weekend. Okay, let's go on now. The Colette Barrett, right? Colette Barron read. Let's see what the Good Tarot has for us. Let's see. Higher Power, what do you have here for us? Because I feel like there's a lot, there's a lot of masculine energy. There's a lot of feminine energy. It's a it is a balanced energy with all that's going on in that earthly and spiritual realm. So interesting here. Let's see. Let's see what we've got going. Okay, here we go. Okay. 1, 2. Oh, I wasn't going to do 3, but I guess we're going to do 3. Here we are. Here we are. We only do 1, but let's do our 3, and let's see what we've got here. Next card. That's the King of Air. Remember I told you air energy, Aquarius, Libra, and Virgo, and Gemini energy. The king is very much a ruler. This king really, knows a lot. This is one that has experienced a lot, but he also rules with his head. He does not rule with his heart at all. Some people might say that he's a little bit cold-hearted with this, but he is somebody that says, we need to do what we need to do. So not necessarily warm and cuddly, but at the same time, not necessarily unjust either. There's a lot of justice with the King of Air. Okay, here we go. Next card. We have that 9 of Earth energy. So 9 is, let's wrap it up. You've got everything you need. That earth energy is basically that same, the pentacle energy. So whatever this is going on, there's a lot of wisdom, there's a lot of smarts with this. It may not necessarily be something that connects with our hearts. We might be feeling why, but then the answer is it's like, this is the way things are being done. 9 of Earth does say that you will have your needs met. And sometimes the 9 of Earth is about having some of your wishes met also. So here we go. Last card, the Page of Air. So it's interesting that we had, when we had the Queen of Pentacles, it has a combination between the Pentacles and the what was this? The water energy. So the Page of Air now has the earth energy, because remember, underlying is the page, and we have that air. So this does have and pages, very much so, they love they love new projects. They love to start on new things. They believe that they can get through a lot of these things. A lot of this could be something to do with a job. It could be a career. It could be just even a way of tangible life. However, we have that air energy. The air energy does say that there can be some challenges. The air energy does say that, it's not necessarily an easy route to go down. However, that page is very enthusiastic. That page wants to try. And so there's a lot of interesting stuff. Spiritual, earthly energies being met. Yet at the same time, we really need to be very, the world is basically being very concise, very strategic, very, this is the way, these are the steps that need to be happening, need to be taken place. Needs are being met, though it might be a bit of a challenge for this weekend. Okay, now, you know what I'm going to tell you. Please comment. Tell me what this means to you. And why don't we now, and remember, when you're looking at these and you're, like I said, jumping past the introduction, remember that many people cross-watch. They watch their rising, ascending, moon, Venus, Mars and Mercury. Okay? Please take a moment to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. You keep my channel moving, and you keep me growing, and you keep me on air, and I really do appreciate that. So why don't we start our videos now? Hello, my Pisces, and welcome to your full moon. This is your full moon. You need to manifest and manifest big. I'm always telling you, my Pisces, that when you put it out there, when you truly put it out there without the buts, you get what you wanted. You get what you want. Okay, so use this full moon. This is your full moon is the powerful dreaming, dreams come true type of moon that we have out there. Now, yeah, so I mean, really manifest. I'm getting kind of like, the little bit of goosebumps, or the hairs are rising on my arms. So definitely, my Pisces, this is that time for you. So go on, put it out there, and then I kind of get a 9-month waiting period. Doesn't mean that it's going to be 9 months, but I kind of get an Empress vibe with this, and that, the Empress is always pregnant. So there's a creation that happens, and then it could be like what you create will take a little. I don't want to say will take a little time, but it's going to start manifesting. It's like you planted the seed, and now the seed will grow. Okay, maybe it will. I'm not saying that it will definitely take 9 months. I'm just getting that as a vibe of new birth. Okay. Okay. Let's see what we have here. This one's reversed. First card is the Dreamer. Oh my goodness, this is for you. This is definitely for you. So 0, God, source energy, divine energy. Okay, it's not the 7, but it is God's source energy. This is Archangel Metatron, believed to have been Enoch. This is the leap of faith. This is the Fool. This is believe. You have to. This is one of those times that you have to say, I'm kind of going back to the Wizard of Oz with the Cowardly Lion. I believe. And then there's other ones, other movies coming. I believe. It might not make sense, but I believe. You have to believe. But anyway, the Dreamer, the leap of faith, the everything's going to be the way it needs to be, and also what it is you put out there. My Pisces, I tell you that you're the last sign of the astrological year. You've got a lot of things on your shoulders. So this would be one of those times that you just, put out all the positive wishes and the positive requests that you can. Okay? A leap of faith, follow your dreams, unexpected opportunities. Next card is the 10 of air. So we have a 0, 1, 0. 10 is transitional energy. 1 is that new start, new beginning. Air energy is our Aquarius, our Libra, and our Gemini. Gemini has Mars in it, so it's going to be very forceful. So again, air is about our thought processes, making some plans, and again, too, getting out there with that full moon. Write it down, my Pisces. Write it down beforehand. Speak it out. Yes, the power of 3 speaking, but air energy is very strong also at this time. This is something ends, something new begins, a period adjustment. This is like, okay, this is bad, this is good, things are happening, ends, this will be the end of a difficult situation. Embrace the change and expect things to get better now. Recovering from an addiction. So you have to. My Pisces, you have to keep your vibrations very high and just say, no, I believe. So let's see what this card is. The 8 of Earth. So we have an 1, 8. We have an 18 if you add it together. So it's interesting with that too. So 8 is unlimited opportunities, unlimited possibilities. Earth energy is our Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Lots of stuff going on in all 3 of those places right now. The 8 of Earth is skilled work is rewarded. You are getting what you want. All the work that you put into something is coming back. Earth energy is very tangible. It is very, it is money, job, career, but it's also home energy too. It's something you can hold on to. It's not as metaphysical. as it is the physical energies here. So something this weekend, your full moon, you have to believe, you have to manifest, and then even, as you go on throughout this full moon cycle, I believe, okay? So skilled work is rewarded, learning all there is to know about a topic, giving back to school. Really, I'm really strong. You know that I'm married to a Pisces, so, and I have dear friends who are Pisces, and relatives too. And this is one of those times, my Pisces, you have to believe. You have to believe. Here we go. And no buts. No buts. And I can see some of my Pisces that are watching. Yeah, Deb, no buts. No buts. Okay, so here we go. So yeah, this is your moon. Use this energy for your good and the good of the people that you love, because you love deeply, my Pisces. Here we go. Let's see what we have. John Holland from Higher Power. Deception and envy. So there's something going on here. Now, I will tell you that Scorpio got the same energy here. So if you have any Scorpio in your, in your sign, you might want to take a look at that. But so deception and envy. Not sure where or what this is about, and I'm not going to go down so much, except don't put a lot of energy into this card, okay? Don't be, be aware, always be aware. And there are people that don't like people to succeed. There are people out there. And that's one thing, my Pisces, that we don't really realize. You've got a very, I'm not saying that you're not a little cynical or that you're not a little experienced, but for the most part, you're very caring and loving, and you want to see the good in most people. But there are people that there is no good. I hate to say that, but it is. So 7, divine umbrella, divine intervention, divine interference, deception and envy. This has just kind of be aware. So what you might want to do, my Pisces, what I'm getting for you is this. When things start happening for you, don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. It's kind of like what they tell people when they win the lottery, and they say, if you win the lottery, and again, I'm not doing financial advice, I've just heard this off of the internet. They say, don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. Because when you tell someone, that's when all the relatives come out. And I'm not telling you to win the lottery either. I'm not telling you to, I'm not, you know what I'm saying with this. Just keep things close. When things are going good, my Pisces, you can, maybe with the people that love you and you love, that you really, really, but my Pisces, keep it close. Keep it close. Okay? Okay. Let me know, because there's just this little bit of an undercurrent with this card here. There's an undercurrent. Wants to maybe not necessarily support you, and, not necessarily, I could just see you, my Pisces, all excited and thinking, well, other people would really, they would, hey, if there's hope, there's always hope. There are some people that don't want to even hear about hope. So be careful about those people. So when you start seeing things happen, when things start manifesting, always be aware that there are people out there that they don't necessarily want your better good, okay? And they will really try to put out some negative stuff towards you. So here we go from this really positive, and it is a very positive. It's just be aware. Be aware. Okay, let's go to the abundance, the angels of abundance, and let's see what we might have for you from them. Here we go. Moonlighting. Now this has popped up a couple of times with these readings. So moonlighting is, you can start working on your dream career part-time while keeping your other job to pay the bills. Soon your dream career will take flight and fully support you. So that might be why you have to be careful of that. Because with deception and envy, I feel like there's sabotage with that too. I gotta say it. Okay, let's see what we have here for my Pisces. What do we have with the crystal or energy that would be helpful for you? Let's see. Crystal or energy. Oh, sure, you fall out. Lapis lazuli. Prophetic dreams, releasing anger, serenity, and grace. So, This, absolutely gorgeous. This, absolutely gorgeous. Tell me what or who this might be. Who or what energy this is all about too. Somebody not wanting you to succeed. Somebody that, oh yeah. Anyway. Anyway, manifest. Take this weekend, manifest, regardless of who may not want you to do that. Manifest your dreams, my Pisces. Anyway, take a moment, please, to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell, comment. I want to know if anyone recognizes that. Also, to my Pisces, as always, know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.